Hello, I'm finally on here. I don't know what the issue was, but it's finally working, and I'm sure you guys have all left already, and I'm sorry, but I am going to go ahead and record this so you can come back and watch it later. Next time, I'm just going to do YouTube. I'm not going to try to do Facebook at the same time. It's not important. So I think that might be the hang up, is that I'm using two devices at the same time and there's just too much bandwidth. But here we go. I have somebody on here I see watching, and I hope you have time to do the class with me. I'm going to keep doing it live, but I will record it for others that are going to be watching later. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. I've got a great class for us today. We did a lot of this stuff yesterday in the in-person class, so you're really not missing much. Let me make a little adjustment here. Okay. All right. Pardon the messy house, and sorry for the delay. All right. We're starting next to our chair. Shoulders are back and down. We'll start with our head turns, looking side to side. Good posture. And then head tilt. Tilting the ear towards the shoulder, keeping the shoulders relaxed and down. And then chin up and down. All right, and let's roll those shoulders. Maybe it's Bob there with me today. I don't know who's all's on here, but good morning. Get the blood flowing today. Roll those shoulders forward. All right, shake those arms out, stick those arms wide. Make those circles a little bigger. And then pause, go in the other direction. Whew. All right, shake those arms out. Pressing those elbows forward and pressing them back. All right, shake those arms out. Let's do our torso warm up. So you're drawing that belly button in, hinging forward, side, back, and side. And other direction. And standing tall. Let's do our knee hinges. You can always do this one sitting if you need to. Hinging that heel forward. And relax, other leg. Of course, good posture even during this part. All right, and back to the other side for leg swings. You can balance with that chair, holding on, but staying nice and tall. Your leg swings don't have to be as big as mine. They can stay nice and small. We're just working on loosening up that hip. Other side. Make sure you're not locking that knee and that base leg. And relax. Let's get our point and flex and our ankles here. I'll be looking at my sheet today. I've got lots of stuff on here, so I'll be looking down at my cheat sheet. Drawing a circle with those toes. And other direction. Get that leg shake. Let's do the other leg. Point flex. And drawing those circles. Other direction. We're going to get a lot of range of motion exercises in today and get a good stretch. We will do some strengthening with the weights, but we're mostly going to focus on range of motion today and just getting the blood flowing and the body moving. Okay, so we're going to stand behind our chair. We're going to take left side arm and leg, reaching them opposite, stretching that torso. Bring that hand down, place it on the chair, and then other side. Get a good stretch. Reaching that arm up and over, pointing that toe. Just going back and forth. Getting that good stretch, but you've got the chair there to help you balance. You don't want to be leaning forward over that chair. Make sure you're nice and straight up and down, but you've just got your hand on there for a wee bit of balance. And relax. All right. Also standing behind the chair, I don't know if you can see me very well. I want you in a wide stance, and I want your toes angled out a little bit here. Your hips are tucked under, so you're not sticking your bottom out, okay? And I just want you to kind of push that knee towards the big toe on each side. You're just going back and forth, getting a little bit of bend in that knee. This is just kind of a warm-up, getting those knees used to bending and taking some of that weight. If you need to hold on here, it's fine. If you want to take it a little wider, get more of a stretch, kind of hold it, you can. But if you're feeling unstable, you can just do a nice stance here and just minimal movement. Just get those knees working a little bit. You do want to guide the kneecap right towards that big toe. Okay, so you don't want it caving in. Make sure you're looking at that direction of the knee. And here we go, we'll stand straight up. Good. All right, let's do a few hip circles. So we're standing next to our chair. Don't worry, we're gonna be sitting soon. This is a lot of standing. Inside leg is nice and sturdy, good posture, not locking that knee. We're on the toes with that outside leg. We're just gonna bring that up, out, and down, tap the toe. Don't put the whole foot down. Just a nice gentle circle. How high you lift that leg is up to you. If it doesn't want to swing that high, you don't have to. And last one here. Staying here, keeping that leg in that same position, we're just going to go forward now. So we're taking that leg back and we're stepping over a hot wire. Step over that fence. And last circle here, bring it forward. Excellent. Now you put that foot down. We're going to the other side, getting those hips extra motion here. Good posture. Here on your tiptoes. Here, bringing that knee bent just a little bit. We're going to start with up and around. Tap the toe. And last one. Very good. And you guessed it. Now we got to go forward. Bring that leg up and over, stepping over something tall, maybe a fence or a log. And last one. Excellent. All right, let's shake that body out a little bit. All right, and then we're going to find our seat. We're going to do more range of motion exercises here, okay? We're going to start with a heel push with an opposite arm raise, okay? And we're going to alternate, okay? So right arm, leg, left arm reaches up, bring it in, other side goes. Whatever side you start with is fine. You're pressing that heel forward. So if we were in person, I would see the bottom of your shoe. You're holding that core nice and solid here. and you're towards the front of your chair a little bit so you can get a good reach with that leg. You're reaching those fingertips as high as you can without scrunching your shoulder. No scrunching. So keep those collarbones level. Nice steady breathing. Last one, and bring it in. All right, we're going right into that I Dream of Jeannie position. Okay, shoulders are relaxed and down. We don't want to be rounded forward, so we roll them back. Sitting up tall. First, we're just going to start by looking to the side. Your head follows. Come back to center, other side. If you're feeling ambitious today, you can add in that knee lift. So whatever side you're turning to, that knee is trying to lift straight up, not to the side. Squeeze it towards your belly button. Get a good exhale with each turn. And this is not fast. This is controlled. Only going as far as your spine allows you. One side might be a little stiffer than the other, so just be cautious and do what works for you. Let's do one more on each side. And back to center. Excellent. All right, so we're still sitting tall. We're going to bring, before we did the opposites away from each other, now we're doing elbow to knee, bringing opposites together and alternating. Squeeze. Now make sure you're not rounding too much. Yes, you're squeezing, but I'd rather, instead of kind of scrunching forward, just bring the elbow to the knee. Let those two things do the work. Lifting and squeezing that elbow down. Nice and controlled. Alternate sides. I think somebody just joined us. Welcome. I'm not too far into it, so you can join right in with us. And other side, and relax. All right. We're going to move on to our seated jacks. I like to start with just one leg at a time, and then we will add in both legs at the same time if you feel comfortable. But let's just start with both arms reaching out. One heel reaches out to the side, and then other leg. So just like you're doing a standing jumping jack, kind of swing those arms up as fast a pace as you can handle. Alternating legs. And that core should be activated here. So you're sitting tall. That's the nice thing with this. If your shoulders are kind of sore, you can just take it out like this to the side with those arms. Keep it as low as you need to. Pressing those heels out and away. We got two more here. And now we're going to do double. Now only do this if your back is nice and supported here. Reaching both arms and legs. Control here. This is not fast. This is just like a standing jumping jack, but without that impact on the knees and the back. Let's get one more. And bring it in. Excellent. All right. We're going to, sorry, I gotta look at my cheat sheet. We are gonna just do single leg raises. Okay, so we're bracing ourselves on the chair. Hold on to your chair wherever you need to for support. Your tush is towards the front of the chair here. Let's just do a regular knee up. So you're on your tiptoes here. One leg, and we're lifting and lowering. Just a little tap at the bottom, using these hip flexors to lift that knee up. Core muscles. And one more on this side. And lower down on the tiptoes with the other leg. Lifting and lowering. And relax. Let's do one more set of 8 on each side. On the tiptoes with that other leg again. Remember, the shoulders are still back and down. You're not rounding forward. We're lifting and lowering with control. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And lower down. Other side. Get up on those tiptoes, lifting that knee, squeezing up. And try not to just plop that leg down. We got 4, 3, 2, and 1. Excellent. All right, since we were kind of bracing ourselves, I want to do a little bit more upper body range of motion here. Let's do our bow and arrow. So we're going to pretend like we've got a bow and arrow in our arms. We're reaching those fingers out, but unlike a hunter who would keep their eye on the prize, that we're going to draw our head back as we draw that arm back. We're staying on one side. Draw the elbow back close to your body, and then release. Draw it back. Shoulder opens up, and release. Hips can slide out a little bit too, and open up. Head follows. Careful not to elbow your chair. Last one on this side. Drop back and release. Excellent. Shake it out. Other side. So both hands are out here, palms facing each other. We're just drawing back that bow and arrow and release. Drop back. Get a nice exhale here. This is good for that spine, that middle back. Kind of feel that as you pull the elbow back. Last one. And release forward and extend those fingers. Good. All right. We're going to go ahead and move on to our dumbbells here. I'm going to get my paper a little closer. My eyesight's failing me today. All right. We're going to start with, let's do our bicep curls. So underhand grip. Let's roll the shoulders up, back, down, drawing that belly button in. So we're sitting up nice and tall, and you're away from the back of the chair. You don't want to use that support if you don't have to. We're curling up and easy down. Up, 1, 2, down, 2, 1, 2. Good. Steady and smooth. Nice control. Make sure you're lowering those arms all the way down. A lot of people get like right here and go right back up. Go extend all the way down. Get that full curl in. And we've got one more here. You can do it. Easy down. Good. All right, let's give those shoulders a little roll. Shake those arms out if you need to. We're going to do our accordion next. So we got our elbows in at our sides. Palms are facing each other. We've got a hammer grip on those weights. Elbows stay in, and we're pushing those weights out. Squeeze it in. Push it out. Last one. Bring it in. Excellent. Let's shake it out a little bit. Next, we're going to do those lateral raises. So we'll start in that same position, and we'll just raise and lower here. Okay. So grabbing those weights. You got it. Shoulders back and down. Elbows at 90 degrees. We're raising up to shoulder height. Lower down smooth. Make sure your knees aren't like pressing together here. That makes your legs or your inner thighs do some extra bracing and work. And we want that work to be done in the core. So you're keeping your legs apart here. Making sure that low back is supported and not arched. Whew. These are tough. Let's get 2 more. And lower down. All right, shake those arms out. We're just going to use one weight now. We're going to do an abdominal exercise. Shake those arms out. My shoulders are a little tired. Okay, we're going to take that weight right here at our chest. Okay, draw that belly button in. And I'm going to turn a little bit sideways so you can see what I'm doing. I'm towards the front of my chair. We're just going to come back. Upper body stays straight as a board. I'm not quite tapping the top of that chair. I'm going to reach down, row to the side, row to the other side. As I sit up, I'm going to raise that weight overhead. So you got a nice grip on that weight, hinging back, row, row, overhead press. Come back, get those rows in, overhead. If any of this doesn't feel good, if that overhead press, your shoulders are tired, you can skip that part. Just take a breather up there instead. These compound movements are good functional exercises. They're also very good for our brain, coordinating all this. All right, and we've got one more. Hinging back, row, row, reach overhead, and lower down. Excellent. All right. Next we have our wood chop and our serve up the brownies. So we'll do wood chop on one side, do the serve the brownies, and then we'll do wood chop on the other side. Okay, so you're still just taking that one weight, hands on both sides, and we're taking it down to one side, reaching up and away on the other side. Excellent. Those arms are getting a little bit tired. Asking a lot of them today, with this overhead stuff especially, and the shoulders, but we want this range of motion. We want to keep it, so we got to practice it. Last one here. Bring it back to center. All right, elbows start at 90 degrees. Good posture. I'm just kind of cradling that weight right here. I'm just going to push it out, straighten those arms, and draw those elbows back in. Raise it up, pull it back in. Serve up those brownies, pull it back for yourself. Don't we all like to do that? All right, we got 2 more here. Lift and squeeze it back in. Excellent. Give those shoulders a little shake out, the arms a shake out. We're going to go to the other side wood chop. So gripping that weight on both sides, reaching down to the other side that you didn't do already, and lifting away. Reach down and up and away. Getting a lot of core work with this set of exercises as well. Really have to focus on your core and using all kinds of muscles for all these exercises. Last one, and back to center. All right, let's grab both weights. We're going to just do a tricep kickback with both weights. Draw that belly button in. I don't want those shoulders to come forward, so you're rolling back and down, and you keep that tension between your shoulder blades, hinging forward here. We're starting with our weights. Elbows are at 90 degrees. Okay, hammer grip here, and we're just kicking back and a little lift. Squeeze it back in. So you're not just swinging your arm, okay? We're straightening, little lift behind you. But you got that little hinge forward, so be careful that you're not straining your neck, and maybe not even looking at me on the video, okay? Looking about 4 feet in front of you, Kind of angle down at the ground so that you're not arching that neck in a weird position. But make sure you're getting that little lift behind. And 10. Good. Bring it in. Excellent. All right. If you're up for it, if your shoulders aren't totally trashed right now, we're going to do a tricep press, so a second tricep exercise. We're taking one weight, gripping it by one end, lifting it overhead. Make sure you're not arching your back here. So draw that belly button in so you stay nice and tall. Elbows are close to the ears, and we're just taking that weight and pressing it straight up. You're not bringing it over your head like this. Keep those elbows, those upper arms stationary, and just push the bell of that weight straight up towards the ceiling. And last one here. Bring it back and over. Let's do a little tricep stretch. So pat yourself on the back. Little support here to stretch. Shake that arm out. Same thing other side. Pat yourself on the back. Little stretch. Excellent. All right. We're going to do our last exercise here is our lawnmower with the arch. So we'll take that weight to the opposite knee. We're going to make an arch with that weight and squeeze that elbow back down here to our rib cage. Up and over. So you're trying to go up and over. Pretend like there's an invisible hot wire here, electric wire or something. Reach that up and over. Squeeze that elbow down to the side. Reach it back. So you're squeezing that shoulder blade as you bring that elbow back, okay? Make that arch. Oh, let's get one more. I forgot to count. Take it back to the knee. All right, shake that arm. Ugh, shoulders tired today? Mine are. All right, let's take that weight to the other side. Okay? And we're drawing that arch. Pulling that elbow back. Goes up and over and down, squeezes to the rib. We are getting a lot of torso movement today. Don't be surprised if you're a little sore there. Just make sure you're keeping everything activated so that you stay in control. You don't have any bad movements. You guys have done a great job so far. Staying with me. Two more. Get this one a good one. Take it back and relax. All right, weights down. I just want to do our one balance coordination exercise. So this will be standing and then we'll cool down. All right, so this one is just good practice. That outside leg away from the chair is going to be your front leg. That back leg, you're going to take those toes right to the heel and you're in a split stance and you're heel to toe like you're on a tightrope. Okay, you've got a little space here. You can hold onto your chair if you need to, but don't lean on your chair. Standing tall. We're bringing that back leg up. Knee comes to hip height. Take it right back. Plant it toe to the heel. Right back where it came from. Do a few of these. Get yourself set. When you're ready, I'm going to add in the outside arm coordination by tapping that knee. Take it right back to tightrope. Really focus on getting that foot placed right where it should be. If you can't do that and the arm thing, leave the arm motion out and just focus on that knee raise and getting that foot right back toe to heel. Coordination going on here. Balance, you can let go. of that chair if you're feeling good and want to challenge yourself. Woo! Let's do 2 more. There's 1 and 2. Woo! All right, let's take it to the other side. Same thing. You've got the chair there for support, or you can do this next to the wall if that's easier for you. Some of you are pretty tall, I know. Remember, the outside leg is your front leg, and that back leg is closest to the chair. Toe is touching that heel. You're in that tightrope position, holding on for a bit of balance to get yourself set. We're bringing that inside leg up, raise that knee, take it right back, toe hitting that heel. Get that set and coordinated first. When you're ready, add in the outside arm swing, tap the knee, making sure that foot goes right back where it's supposed to, and decreasing support when you're ready. If you feel like you've got that coordination and the balance to do all this, you can let go of that chair. And let's get 1 more. Woo, that takes a lot of effort, using all kinds of functional movements, strength, balance, all kinds of good stuff with that exercise. All right, let's cool down, stretch. We did a lot for those arms today, so let's bring that one arm across, other arm is up there to just give it that extra stretch, keeping that shoulder low. Let's also do a few wrist rotations here. And some finger squeezes. You do some finger marching, every finger to the thumb, just to keep everything nimble. After gripping those weights, we want to kind of loosen that up again. All right, same thing, other side. Bring that arm across. The other arm is there to help with the shoulder stretch. First and foremost, I want you to feel that stretch. And do your wrist rotations. And finger squeezes, every finger to the thumb, and release. Let's do an overhead stretch, keeping those hips neutral, reaching right overhead, separating the rib cage from the top of that hip. That's where you want to feel that separation. And release, other side. And release. Rounding forward, tucking those hips. Separate the shoulder blades here. Big deep breath in and exhale, lifting that chin, relaxing the shoulders. Excellent. All right, let's have a seat in that chair. We'll do our quad stretch. So you're on the edge of your chair. One leg drops down. You're just kind of sliding those toes back. Being very careful not to arch your back here. So it's really easy to want to arch that back. Tuck the hips under. Let that leg go straight down if you can. Bracing yourself on the chair is fine, but try not to lean. Add in this outside arm reach and stretch. Just kind of stretch this whole side all the way down to the top of that hip. Maybe even down to your kneecap here. You might feel this. And release. The other side. Drop that knee down. Sitting up tall, trying not to lean. Reaching right overhead. And release. All right. Try not to skip these cool down exercises. They are so good for us. I always feel better when I'm done. All right. Heel down, toes up towards the ceiling. You got that one leg extended out in front of you. Hinging at the hips, leading with the chest. Woo! You should feel that in the back of the leg. This is an excellent stretch to do at the end of the day if you've done a lot of walking or standing, cooking all day or baking, anything like that. This gets the back of that leg stretched out. All right, other leg, heel forward. The leg is straight, but don't lock that kneecap. Hinging at the hips, leading with the chest. We're not trying to touch our toes. We don't want to strain our back by doing that. So we're just leading with the chest so that we hinge forward, and then you feel that across the whole backside of that leg. If you don't feel it there, then you're not as tight as me. Other leg extends forward again. Let's place that ankle on the shin. You can leave it there, or you can slide it up. If you can slide it above the knee, I want you to try to plant that foot. Okay. And you can hug that knee then, add a little pressure. You can do a hinge forward. You should feel this in that outer hip. And release. Let that leg slide on down. Other ankle crosses over. Slide it on up. Plant the foot. Hinging forward. And release. Let that leg slide on down. Sitting up nice and tall in your chair. Hands are in your lap. Shoulders are back and down. Draw that belly button in. And we're lowering the chin to the chest. Lifting the chin and looking over the shoulder. Slowly dropping that chin back down and across, looking over the other shoulder. Feel that good stretch in the neck, maybe even across the collarbone. Dropping that chin back down to your chest. Feel that stretch in the back of your neck. And then slowly lifting your chin. We'll tilt that ear towards the shoulder. Add in that reach. And other side. Ear drops down towards the shoulder, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Reach away. And relax. Take a nice deep inhale. Stretch up and exhale. Smooth. Big deep breath. Let it all out. One more time. Fill those lungs up. And let it all out. All right. Very good. Thanks for joining me today. Hopefully these exercises will give you good range of motion and keep you with nice functionality. You can go about your day now with good movement and not hurt. Have a great day, everyone.